Hello to my Virgos. Let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get right into it. Happy Easter Monday or happy Resurrection Monday to you all. Let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, let's see what's in your cards. So, hopefully, you all had a great weekend. If it was sunny in your area, hopefully, you all enjoyed that nice sunshine. Whatever the weather was in your area. Let's get into it. All right. So we had a full pink moon. For those of you who like to follow the moon phases, we're closing out this cycle, wrapping up this cycle. We have a couple of more days left in this cycle. Rose-colored glasses are off, right? Hopefully you're living a balanced out life. We had a full moon in Libra. Libra is the Justice card, right? So make sure you are not being an enemy to yourself by not living a balanced out life, right? So Libra rules seventh house. Seventh house. Seventh house. Seventh house is all about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business, contracts, inner desires, enemies. Make sure you're not being an enemy to yourself. If you're not being an enemy to yourself by not living a healthy work-life balance. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. So partnerships. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Set the tone for your reading. Set the tone for your reading. Let's set the tone for your reading. Shooby-dooby-doo. 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 Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, so we are in the year 9. Year 9. I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. All right. Trust my intuition. All right. Yeah, that intuition can be something, right? So let's get an angel number here. Let's get an angel number here. That's right. Trust that intuition. That intuition can be strong. Trust that intuition. Yeah, be careful about getting into these partnerships because yeah, trust your intuition. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. 855, love abundantly. Donate your time. This is a call to action. So the love you have in your heart can be shared with those around you. Where can you demonstrate love to someone who doesn't feel any? Your guides want you to donate some time today to a person or organization that would benefit from the abundance of love you have in your heart. So sign up for a local beach cleanup, reach out to an elderly neighbor, or offer to babysit for someone. Any loving action counts. So Source really needs you to stay focused. I'm seeing fire in your cards. Something was coming to my spirit about fire. This won't come back. But yeah. Yeah, because Because what I'm seeing here is what's coming up for me right here is Source really needs you to stay focused because you have two karmics. You have two karmics. You have something in common with two. You and somebody have something in common. Like it literally is what's coming to me right now is you and somebody have two karmics that have literally are obsessed. This right here, number 8 right here, is like literally are keeping you and who want to keep you and them chained to them. This like this number 8 looks like an infinity symbol, like through lifetimes. Y'all have been going through lifetimes together. Spiritually have been going through lifetimes together. Whether you realize it or not, spiritually have been going through lifetimes together. It's like, like people serving lifetimes together, been going through lifetimes together. And it's time to end it. So trust your intuition. And Source wants you to break a lifetime. You all have been traveling lifetimes together, but you and somebody have been on this journey of lifetimes together with karmics in like this parallel universe. You and somebody have karmics that have committed to chaining themselves to you. So what I mean by that is like you and somebody could have either been married to or dated very vindictive exes who it's hard for them to come out of the solar plexus chakra. It's hard for them to come out of that lower physical. Solar plexus is the basic need for solar plexus is the significance. Like they're narcissist, right? They don't want to do the energy work. You and somebody could have come out of you could have been tied to two narcissists, like either married to, dated. They don't want to do the energy work. Like they don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to heal. They don't want to admit that they have work to do. They don't want to apologize. They don't want. They're too arrogant. It for real. They are stuck. They literally are stuck it's like they just stuck. They're stubborn. They're bullies. They like literally stuck. And for them, they're it's literally fun for them. They think it's all fun and games. What they're doing to you, they think it's fun and games. What they have you tied to somebody else, and they think they're making you think something is fun and games, right? And so you're trying to trust your intuition because it's not fun and games. It's not fun and games for you to do it to somebody else. It's not fun and games for it to be done to you. So something you're choosing to donate your time, that's how you're going to break a cycle. That's how you're going to break a cycle. That's how you're going to break a cycle. Because the light now is shining on something. Now somebody's starting to get it. Because you're trying to break a generational curse. You're trying to break a curse. Yeah, you're learning how to move on. Something about bullying. Bullying people who already have the weight of the world on their shoulder. That's a curse. That is literally a curse. When you're dealing with people who already have the weight of the world on their shoulder. Because somebody is starting to see that is a spirit. That's a spirit. Yep, that's ending. Bullying people to death. Literally killing people. It's killing people. That's a spirit. People who are trying to go through a very powerful transformation themselves, trying to get to their north node, it's literally killing people. Yeah, and some people get great joy out of doing it. while people are trying to move. So it's almost like half of the people, it's like you don't really know which person is going to go through it. Like, so a cycle, when the cycle ends, you don't know who's going to experience a physical death and who is actually going to go through a like a rebirth, like in form of transformation, because it's a life cycle, right? So some people go through a life cycle and they actually physically, like, the cycle closes, right? And they go on and they're, you know, so you don't know how it's going to end, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, so some people move on and they, I hope somebody get what I'm saying. Like, sometimes we work with people and some people leave the job after you've seen they've been bullied in the workplace, right? Some people maybe have even served in the military with some people, and you see some people, you know, they may have been bullied in the military, they leave military, they go on to other lives, right? Or they may have been bullied in, you know, civilian life. They go on, they move on to other jobs. They may go seek therapy, you know, whatever. You just don't know what's a breaking point. Somebody feels like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. You don't know what's a breaking point for some people, but that is part of some people. Some people get great joy out of bullying people, right? You just don't know where people are, but that is part of some people's. So you're learning how to trust your intuition to get away from that bullying spirit. That's uh, a it's almost like a curse for somebody. Like, somebody feel like they got to bully somebody out of something, bully somebody out of a job, a relationship, a friendship. Like, somebody feel like they got to do that when people already have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And so Source is saying you can use that energy, this is energy, using that energy for something else. Using the energy for something else, like donating your time. Stay focused and use that energy for something else. Because that's a toxic trait for somebody. That's a toxic trait for somebody. Somebody can use that energy for something else. So here we have the Six of Wands here, and I do see somebody being successful at it. Yep, I see somebody being successful at it. Even if you heard a lie about somebody, somebody is saying you're moving on from that. Even if you heard that if you heard that about somebody, heard somebody was a bully, that should not, especially as an adult, that's teenage stuff. Even if you heard somebody was that as a teenager, somebody in somebody's brain as an adult should be like, okay, if they was that as a bully, okay. I mean, as a teenager, okay, you're an adult. You're an adult. Even somebody shine a light on that, that can even be a lie. Even if somebody said that as an adult, somebody should be adult enough to get up and walk out of a room. Bullying somebody off of a stage, like, yeah, here we have the Page of Swords. I mean, like, and that's right here, page energy. It's a message. This is a message. I mean, like, somebody try to send a message to a young person, like, you know, we all got an idea. Let's bully somebody's child. Like, come on. Like, people have all of these ideas of, like, trying to get somebody, like, let's bully two people. I don't know who I'm talking to when I look at with this right here. I don't know if I'm talking to my parents or grandparents or whatever the case may be. We see this kind of stuff on TV all the time. People trying to toughen people up and don't know if people got the weight of the world on their shoulders. But this is what this is. This bull right here lets me know that somebody has already been walking around with feeling like they got the weight of the world on their shoulders. And the fact that somebody has a tambourine in their hand and people are cheering, and you got a person that's on stage feeling victorious. This is somebody's child. This is somebody's child. I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody need to start. Somebody trust in their intuition. This is a particular spirit. So here's the Page of Wands here. This right here lets me know that somebody was in a very shady environment. This is a spiritually immature environment. This is a Page of Wands here. So this is a message. So page energy is messenger energy. This is a young person who was in a very emotionally immature environment. And that's the message that some people wanted to send. That was a message that people wanted to send. Somebody felt like they was walking on eggshells. That was a message that people wanted to send to you. And that's what you and somebody have in common. So somebody wanted to send you and somebody in common, that somebody that you love, Virgo. And this was to get you upset. Somebody wanted to send you and somebody a message that they were bullying somebody, make them feel like they were on eggshells. What was the reason? I don't know. You almost have something that people wanted from you all. You're being shady towards somebody that you love. You and somebody. This is what you and somebody have in common. That's what I'm saying. Be careful of who you partner with, because you could be thinking that you partnering with somebody that you have somebody in common with, and not even realize that the same thing is being done to you. You might just going along with the flow, thinking, okay, we all family, we are part of the same organization, we're part of the same church, we're part of the same faith, religion, whatever, and the same thing happening to you. While your back is turned, while you traveling, it's not local, but you're on travel somewhere, right? While you're apart, right? The whole world in front of you. Because misery loves company. Misery loves company. People being shady behind your back. Misery loves company. So source, this is a cycle that source needs you to break, because misery loves company. But again, this keeps coming out in somebody's reading. So, and people are being paid to do it. So you're paying people attention to be shady behind your back, because you're paying these people attention. Whoever you are, you and somebody were paying these people some attention to be shady. So you may not be paying them money, but or you could be, I don't know. You could be paying these people to babysit if you got young kids or whatever. But you're paying them attention, but talking to them, being around them, giving them your energy. But behind your back, while you're traveling to work, on the bus, whatever, traveling the world for work, whatever, the globe, on the plane, train, automobile, or whatever, same thing. Bullying, cussing, conversation, all of this. Somebody trying to, they walking on eggshells, being an open book, just trying to be relatable, whoever this is, because misery loves company. So you're getting downloads. You've already been through Dark Night of the Soul. So it's just like, okay. But this is, again, your Light High Priestess energy. So it's just saying you're getting a lot of downloads. A lot of downloads through your dreams. So now you're enlightened about something. Now you're enlightened about something. Yeah. So the scales from your eyes are now open, right? This is the year of rebirth. This is the year of the snake, year of rebirth. So these energies did not get away with anything. Energies did not get away with anything, but Source is saying to you, you're a Light High Priestess. But so there's a lot of ways of paying people. You may not be paying them with money, but you may be paying them your energy, maybe paying them in energy by talking to people, you know, becoming familiar with other energies, you know, their family. Oh, well, what's their family? Well, what's the, you know, just having conversation with people, becoming familiar with, letting your kids play, grandkids play with these people, being shady with, still paying. So, staying connected to, right? So, they were having their wishes fulfilled, so now it's time to have your wishes fulfilled. By ending something. Number 9. Ending something. Ending something. So I do see money coming across your path. I see money coming across your path. Yeah. So a baton has been passed across your baton because you're ending something now. So you're ending something. A baton has been passed to you. So I see a lot of your spiritual gifts have increased, because I feel like, let me see, a whole world has been opened up to you, like in terms of like opportunities coming your way, because you become a lot more familiar with you know, gifts, a lot more familiar with gifts. You have a lot more clarity, a lot more clarity. Yeah, a lot more clarity. Yeah, a lot more clarity. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot more clarity of things, right? So you're on top of things. Mm-hmm. You're on top of things. Something is over. Something is over. And something is behind you. Something is behind you. So you can move beyond some kind of disappointment. You can move beyond some kind of a disappointment that you, yeah, you can move beyond some kind of disappointment. Yeah, some kind of, I feel like, I feel like you were walking around like, you were the one that felt like there was just like the weight of the world on your shoulders, just kind of like, one, two, three. Maybe even hearing some kind of lies about, because it looks like there was a lot of lies being told about, there was a lot of lies being told about somebody behind their back. There's a lot of lies being told about somebody behind their back, and people were being real shady too. But it was because 2 people were being paid to lie about somebody behind their back. But you're trusting. You trusted your intuition. So anyway, so yeah. looking at the cards here, I feel like you may have been baited into something. You may have been baited into. But I feel like you're on top of things. I feel like you're on top of things. Yeah, you're definitely on top of things. Yeah, it looks like somebody who was obsessed with something baited you on top of things. Baited you. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It looks like there were Scorpio also involved. Maybe a Sagittarius. But Scorpio. Looks like there could have been what's involved in this? Possibly something having to do with a property. Probably possibly having something to do with a property that may have been left with two people, that some family members may have felt like they were entitled to something that they just did not want somebody to have. Somebody found out that they wanted to that they thought that should have been passed down to them. This is just like a grief family situation. Child is like a whole big mess. It's a big fat mess. It's just disappointing. Yeah, I feel like you may have fallen for some kind of bait. That's what this looks like. It's just very disappointing. But yeah, it looks like you got looks like you get ready to start really listening to your intuition. You get ready to really start listening to your intuition, because this is a family who looks like bullies family members out of property. This is what this looks like. And then uses the younger generation who doesn't really know what's going on. That's what this is. Who really doesn't know what's really going on. But something about you all being kind of at a crossroad and really like tapping into your gift, like something about you tapping into your gifts. Like, something don't sound right. See this energy right here, like your index finger. Something about you being your index finger. Once you're in that pause, like when you're at a crossroad, like something don't sound right. Like somebody sound like they being bullied. Like something just. Something seem a little obsessive here. Like. Somebody seem like they just a little too obsessed with just ending something, like too fast. Like something is like somebody really wants to like hurry up and wrap this thing up. Like y'all know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Virgo? It's like when people seem like they want to hurry. We need to get this thing rolling. We need to get the ball rolling. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like we need to hurry up and get this thing just going fast. We need to hurry up and get this, we need to go ahead and close this thing out fast. We need to get this thing moving. When stuff is moving too fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, people trying to get too familiar with stuff too fast. That's when somebody needs to start asking questions. Like, let's slow down. When you're trying to get too familiar with stuff too fast, you're trying to get married too fast, trying to date too fast, trying to get to know people too fast, trying to do this too fast, trying to do that too fast. So I'm saying that is when, again, that's when, okay, we need to slow the roll. Moving forward, I feel like somebody is getting ready. That is where somebody is like, okay, the new you is going to slow down, because now you're on top of things. You have gone through enough dark night of the souls that from now on, You are not succumbing to passive and powerless behavior. You're not going to be egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. When people start trying to compare you to somebody else too fast, nope. It's only one of you on planet Earth. You ain't comparing yourself to nobody else. You don't care who they are. You don't care if they have more money, higher ranking, a higher paying job. You don't care if they the president of Zumunda. You don't care who they are. You don't care if they're a multi-gazillionaire. You don't care who they are. You don't care if they own their own continent. You do not care. You slowing down. You do slowing down. Because you want to know why you want to go so fast. Why? Why are you moving so freaking fast? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Right? Something is wrong. Why are we starting at solar plexus? Let's go to the root. Let's go to the root of this. Then we got to go to the solar. We got to go to the sacral chakra. Then we're going to solar plexus. Then we're going to heart chakra. Then we got to go to the throat chakra. Then third eye or brow chakra. Then we're going to crown chakra. We hitting every chakra. But something else is going on. Something else. I'm not falling for the bait. I need to figure out, I need to get on top of things first. Right? I need to find out what's going on. Right? I need to figure out why somebody feel like they're being bullied here. Things moving too fast, right? So something has been exhausting for somebody. Something has been downright exhausting for somebody as far as family is concerned. As far as family is concerned, somebody being called a snake and all of this other stuff. People feel like they jumped out of a treasure chest because everybody's wishes were being fulfilled. But something was going on behind somebody's back and somebody didn't know anything about it. Right? So but that's what I'm saying. Like, Source is saying to you, you're going through enough dark nights of the soul, but like it said, trust in your intuition. Trust in your intuition. So let's see what else we got. Yeah. So this is what you have in common with somebody. What you have in common with somebody. You're learning how to move through storms very quietly without saying one word. So whatever anxiety you feel about something, you'll be coming to an end, but you're just learning how to quietly move through storms. Broken hearted or not, you're just moving through a storm quietly. Right? Closing out cycles. Because what I'm looking at here is that as you're closing out cycles airtight and enforcing boundaries, that families will have people out here looking like complete fools while they're getting their wishes fulfilled while having other people looking like a fool. And then we'll tell a bold-faced lie and say that you lying. So you're learning how to rise above judgment of thinking that people are lying about stuff. They will have people looking like an entire clown. And they were saying they with a poker face and say that everybody else is lying. So take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it could resonate with your next door neighbor, your person at work. What somebody is starting to see is, looking at the cards here, is that with readings, even if it doesn't resonate with you, it literally could resonate with somebody that you work with. It can your next door neighbor, whoever watches readings, could resonate with somebody that you work with. Yeah, but it looks like you're rising above the judgment of dark high priestess versus light high priestess energies, right? In the judgment of the difference between the two. Some people don't want to do the shadow work at all. They really don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to do the shadow work. If they believe that something belongs to them, they ain't doing the shadow work. They're not doing the shadow work. And if they feel like they can get away with doing something behind somebody's back, this in their mind, they're saying, hey, they'll get away with it. They feel like somebody moved on. Hey, okay, well, that person is not coming back. So it looks like that person don't even exist. So that's what I'm seeing here in the cards. So here we have alchemy. Transform the situation. Yep, transform the situation. They act like that person don't exist. Just like they just literally toss their whole existence into the fire. Literally. That person does not exist. That's what I'm saying. Like this right here. Yellow, like into the fire. Like into a burning bowl. Like this. It's just transform the whole situation. They don't even exist. That's why you got so much fire here. It's just toss them into the fire. They don't even exist. Until they just show up on the scene. All of a sudden, wait a minute, hold on. Did they rise up out the ashes like the phoenix? Like, what the heck? That's when you see, when you say love abundantly, that's how much they hate. That's I mean, child, just a... Yeah, so wisdom. That's when you use godly wisdom. Use your best judgment, child. Just, So if it doesn't apply to you, it could apply to somebody you work with, and they tell you a story that's strange, and you listen to this reading, you won't think that they lying. And that's when you hear somebody say to you, they don't talk to their family, they moved on, they cut everybody off, and you'll be like, what? Oh my God. You won't judge them. You'll rise right above it. You'll say, oh, okay, I'm not judging you. I get it. I understand. I heard it in a reading. You won't judge them. You'll rise right above it. You say, okay, I understand. They haven't done the shadow work. I get it. Yeah, somebody did some kind of, they thought, okay, they're gonna toss somebody's name into a burning bowl like they never even existed. They paid somebody to make somebody disappear on a sheet of paper like they never even existed, just replaced them with a whole nother person. Make room. So create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. Make room. And somebody playing for somebody to never come back. Like, what in the world? Until, like I said, that's why you all, like, when I say close out cycles in love. Just close out cycles in love. But yeah, somebody really did not plan on somebody to come back. This when you close out cycles in love. Close out cycles in love. No debate. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You are valuable regardless of circumstances. You always have been and always will be. It's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. So that's what you and somebody share. You and somebody have like two exes that are just, child, I guess I'm kind of I mean, for real, lost for word. This sounds like something off of a soap opera. How do you just like, will you take like an eraser and just erase people? Like, what? Anyway, this is anyway, this is weird. Usually people just go on about their business and just say, hey, you know what? Okay, things didn't work out. I wish them the best, and just move on with their lives. But what in the world is this? People don't just lie and say people never existed. Yeah, this is some I don't even know if I have a name for this mess. It's some, I can't even say this is Twilight Zone. Yeah, this has to literally be traumatic for Here we have faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Yeah. This literally has to be traumatic for you know, anybody who is just, this reminds me of like those old, y'all, I don't know what everybody's age is that's tuned into my channel, but like this reminds me, y'all remember, okay, back in the day when they had like Falcon Crest and like Dallas, you know, like the old soap operas, you know, like when soap operas used to be good back in the day, whoever the writers were just like, I don't even watch soap operas, but like y'all know when they would make you wait 2-3 months on a cliffhanger. So by the time you came back to watch it, I mean, what in the world? Anyway, it's some crazy mess. Yeah, so yeah, trust your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Like I said, when somebody trying to move some stuff along too fast, somebody needs, like I said, trust your intuition. But somebody had really definitely planned on some mess. Somebody had planned on some crazy mess. Yeah, just don't ever fall for that bait again. That's why people just be losing their mind, because they almost look like, okay, I was told one thing, but then and then you kind of almost wonder like why people so calm, like, okay, is this a joke? That's not the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that make you cut people off forever. Like, okay, y'all a different kind of. Yeah, so show the world the real you. Yeah. I feel like you know, you all are humanitarians. I feel like you know, somebody genuinely do care about, you know, people, but something about this is just kind of creepy, weird. Something about this reading is just weird. So anyway, that's what I have for you in your reading. That's what I have for you in this reading. But yeah, but this looks like two people were paid to bully somebody and make somebody responsible for being shady about something, or I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, when people are trying to, you know, that's what I have for you in your reading. So take what resonates with you. Like I said, if it resonates with one of your coworkers, or you know, but never push tarot on people. Never push it. If people don't believe in it, don't push it on people. Right? Don't push it on people. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.